We're just trying to stop this outbreak. I instituted some limitations last Thursday, and also the Thursday before when we started seeing significant spikes. It's not something we want to lead the nation in or be even in the top 10 with, but we've just had some significant spikes in positives. Now we're testing more, but we've had significant spikes to the point that our hospital capacity is really tapped. We're probably at the end of our rope there.
When you say end of the rope, I understand the governor has sent hundreds of medical personnel to your city to help in caring for these patients. And I also believe there are some alternate care sites being set up, right? At the convention center there in El Paso is one of them to help expand the hospital capacity in the region. What is the situation with hospital capacity? Is it 100%? What about your ICUs? And what about the potential for the healthcare system just to be overwhelmed?
Well, we're not quite at 100% capacity. The governor has sent in over 800 personnel to support, plenty of PPE. We've got 4 pressurized tents that have been set up at some of the hospitals, which can provide care. We're looking at an alternate care site at our convention center, but what we're really petitioning for through HHS and FEMA and the Department of Defense is to be able to use the William Beaumont Army Medical Center for non-COVID patients for overflow. And we're still waiting to hear through all the channels from Washington through DOD whether or not we can have that approval accepted. But it's not good here at all. I mean, we had start out 1,161 positives on Thursday of last week, and then on Saturday we announced yesterday 1,216. Now today was down, but that's also because we don't have all the private labs reported yet.
Why this surge? What's going on in your community that may have led to this surge in cases and hospitalizations?
We're not sure exactly where. I think it's just community spread and people letting down their guards. But we did an analysis for 2 weeks on 2,404 cases from October the 6th through October the 20th. And what we found out is that 37% of our positives were from visiting large big box stores, 22.5% were restaurants, 19% were travel to Mexico, and 10% were parties and reunions, and 7.5% were gyms, and only 4% were large gatherings. We just think people have let down their guards. Shopping in El Paso is a cultural event with families, and we're saying stop that. Only have one individual go to the store for you, unless you're a single parent and have to take your children. We shut down restaurants to close their kitchen services at 9 p.m. Over a week ago, and waiting to see what happens there. Travel to Mexico is also a problem. I mean, we're the largest binational, bilingual, bicultural region in the world and the largest U.S. city on the Mexican border. We've been family on both sides, culture on both sides, and commerce on both sides for 350 years. And so that's a problem. We've just gone back and forth.
And so it's all hands on deck trying to get this under control. And of course, it's just 9 days away now until the election. The president, he doesn't want to talk about the coronavirus. Listen to what he said this weekend.
We're rounding the turn. We're doing great. Our numbers are incredible. That's all I hear about now. That's all I hear. Turn on television. COVID, 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 COVID. A plane goes down. 500 people dead. They don't talk about it. COVID, 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 COVID. By the way, on November 4th, you won't hear about it anymore. So, COVID, COVID.
Mayor, is that helpful?
Well, I'm just trying to focus on what we have here and deal with the issues we have here. Juarez, Mexico is pretty well shut down, even more so than we have. That's part of our problems. The non-essential travel is restricted on our bridges.
But you said people are letting down their guard, and the president is suggesting he's making fun of the concern over COVID right now. That kind of messaging can't be helping your situation, can it?
Well, our message is don't let down your guard, wear your face coverings, maintain your distancing, avoid large gatherings, avoid the family gatherings. We're concerned as we approach Thanksgiving. We're concerned about, well, actually, we're more concerned about Halloween and the Day of the Dead, which is a big issue around here. We have stopped Halloween. I've said no door-to-door trick-or-treating. You can do drive-by trunk type things potentially. We've shut our parks down to sports and team sports, only walking and the use of the playground equipment. That's it. The schools are going by. We're doing the best we can. We think we know how to do to stop this. And that's what our focus is.
Well, you're in the thick of it, and El Paso Mayor Dean Margo, we wish you the very best. Good luck in trying to get control over this outbreak, and thank you for sharing with us and enlightening us in terms of the reality right now and what's happening in your city. We wish you the best. We'll be right back.